All right, welcome to Brighter Rays this week. This is 1 John 2, 15 through 17, and we called it the love of the world. As we read through John's letter, we were struck by his use of comparisons. He chooses two ideas like combatants in the ring and clearly displays who the winner of the contest is. God is light and everything else is darkness. There's fellowship with God or there's opposition to God. Either we have truth and we admit the truth about our sin, or we're liars. You have God's word in you, or you have lies. You know him and keep his commandments and have the truth, or you say you know him and don't have his commandments, you don't keep his commandments, and so therefore you have lies. You walk the same way Jesus walked, or you don't know him. You walk in the light and love your brother, or you walk in darkness and hate your brother. You live in light and can see, or you're blinded by darkness and stumble. You're either for Christ or you're antichrist. John is able to make these stark contrasts because he always has his eye toward God and the promised perfection of his people. He has gotten a glimpse of the reality of this reality of who God is as he walked and talked and watched and touched Jesus while he was on the earth. He saw the Transfiguration, and so he knows that what the world has to offer is a poor substitute. His gaze set upon the things above. Though he acknowledges that there are gray areas in life, and they do exist, but those only because of the sin that still entangles us. That's why we have those gray areas still. The more we throw off our sin, the starker the contrast between the kingdom and this kingdom that we're in and the kingdom of Christ becomes to us. We can see that there's a huge difference between the kingdom of Satan and the kingdom of Christ. So the apostle has three more contrasts that he wants us to see. First, the love of the world versus the love of the Father. Second, there is a contrast between what is in the world and what is from the Father. And finally, there's a contrast of outcomes as the world is passing away, but the followers of God abide forever. So, tomorrow we'll look at the first one, which is the love of the world versus the love of the Father.